if you have a Weston McKennie that isn't firing, you got to take him out. Now, it felt obligatory in the game against Canada. I'm going to take him out, Pulisic out, Tyler Adams. You got to manage their minutes, be respectful of their club teams, blah, 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 blah. But if they're not firing against Panama, then just take them out. Listen, playing for the national team is a privilege, not a right. Those guys don't have any right to just start and play every single minute of every single game. And they walk around sometimes like it's their right. That's how it feels, right? Let's get back into the feeling, an emotional feel to the national team. And I want to see guys that lay it down every single time. Yeah, I had Big Tones made a great comment after or during the watch along or during one of the post-game shows, podcasts, whatever, where he says it's not like these guys aren't trying. They're trying. And I'm like, so that sat with me. Yeah, they are trying. But trying isn't enough. When you play for the national team, it has to mean more than trying. Like, it's such a privilege to put on the shirt. And that has to be reflected in their performances and in their actions. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to cover so much ground. I'm going to make that tackle. I recognize danger. I know that's not my job, but I'm going to help my teammate. This is what I'm going to do. I don't see enough of that every once in a while. And then we all get so excited. Look at him. He made a tackle. That's his goddamn job. And he's playing for the goddamn national team. He should be making that tackle, right? I mean, I feel like we've made a lot of excuses for this quote unquote golden generation. And I'm tired of making excuses for these guys. They need to actually step up and play.
This is exactly what I've been saying this whole time with Madal musical machines. I'm sick of the play. I'm sick of the play nasty narrative. I want to see the quality footy this team is capable of. I've been saying that. We haven't been able to even talk about the quality of the play of the players because we're sitting here focusing on the things that they're supposed to bring that shouldn't even be in question, which is intensity and tempo. Why the hell are we having to talk about intensity and tempo when we're talking about the national team competing for a trophy? This isn't even a friendly. So that's what I'm frustrated about. Now, I'm concerned because we watched these two games, and the third place game, of course, it's difficult to play a third place game, but maybe not as difficult.
No, dude.
That's who you want to play.
That's another excuse, Chuck. We're giving them another excuse.
And considering you it was such a poor performance, lackluster performance against Panama that you say, okay, with the public, with the I would assume Pochettino comes raining down on them in the locker room and in training that they have to respond, and that's the response you get. So that's another big question mark. So we're moving forward. We got Turkey and Switzerland as two friendlies to kind of look at in June. I'm thinking to myself, now are all these games we have to take them as like must wins because the interest in this team is so low. And I get, I agree. You can't just flick a switch and say, okay, World Cup's time. Now we're good to go.
I think what's interesting about these upcoming friendlies is it's our last window before the Gold Cup. Mm-hmm. And this is a big opportunity, in my eyes, for Mauricio Pochettino and the coaching staff to make some hard decisions. You're asking for the team to be nasty. You're asking for the team to be motivated to play, right? To do all these intangibles that we're talking about and that have stereotypically been associated with our team for many years because we earned that right and that respect in that space. Now we have a talented group of players that maybe lack a little bit of what we used to have. If you don't think a player has gotten their opportunity and is not bringing what you expect or what you want to see when they're wearing the shirt, this is the perfect opportunity to leave them at home. Turkey, Switzerland. Listen, I need this from you. I need to see this. If he doesn't take this and continues to roll out some of the guys that are maybe not playing at full speed or taking it easy you can't take plays easy. I don't care if it's a third place game. I don't care if it's a training. I don't care. Listen, it's the national team.
So who are you leaving home?
Well, I'd like to know who Mauricio Pochettino thought was dogging it. But for me, in terms of asking for a specific name, I would consider maybe leaving Weston McKennie at home and saying, hey, listen, this is a privilege, not a right. I need to see more of the little things from you, the details. He was pretty invisible for both of these games. He had a header against Panama about 10 minutes in. And after that, I didn't really see him in and around the box. And I don't even really remember him doing anything in transition. He made, actually, I'll take that back. He had made a really good pass to Ajimang that led to that good opportunity against Panama as well. But in Canada, I thought he was invisible. The game got tough. They were looking to play tough, and I didn't see him do anything. He's just one example I would give. Listen, Weston, there's no doubt. He's a talented player. He's proven it for his club. He's proven it for the national team. Now we need to see that version of him consistently every single time he steps on the field with a little bite. I need to see a little bit more. He used to get in fights all the time. Now I don't see it. Where's he getting in fights? So he's just one. Would that be crazy? Yeah, it would be. Would it be controversial? Yeah, but you'd also set a tone. And I wouldn't. He's not isolated. But if there's a couple guys,
would you stop there? Who
no, I wouldn't stop there. No, you couldn't. That would be isolating Weston, and I don't think that would be fair. You'd have to name whatever guys aren't living up to the standard that you want to see and how we want to play. This is the perfect week to make that happen. Because I think the Gold Cup is really valuable. And I don't know if Weston will be there or not because Juventus is in the FIFA Club World Cup, blah, 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 blah. But I think the Gold Cup and the amount of time that you're around the group is incredibly valuable. And so I'm just saying that that's an interesting week where you could send a message to a few players that we need to see more. And I'm not going to call you in until I start seeing it. I'm just throwing it out there. What do you say, Chuck?
Well, I mean, you called out Weston, and I agree. Weston needs to give.
I just use him as an example because he's probably one of the bigger names that underperformed this weekend. Christian falls into that camp too.
Well, that's what I was going to go is, would you leave Christian at home? Because he underperformed massively considering what he can do, right? And I don't want to hear, he was in the middle because he was on the wing in Canada. And
he was.
And there's times where you rotate and you get caught, but every time he had the ball, he lost it. It was a bad pass, or he dribbled into pressure, so I have a tough time just saying, only leave Weston. If you leave Weston,
no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just we'll use him as an example. Yeah, Christian could fall into that camp too. I mean, that's what when we talk about the details. Mm-hmm. Okay, if Christian is losing the ball, is he doing other things to help the team? Listen, there are going to be games where, Charlie, there'll be games where you're just like, I can't get a grip of it. But you were pressing your ass off. You were making runs to create space for other people. You were doing other things to help the team. And so as a coach, you can be like, hey, I can accept you having not a very good day with the ball if you're doing everything else. But if you're not doing everything else and you're having a shitty time with the ball, then you're not helping us at all. And in fact, we're playing with 10 players right now. So that's what I don't know with the lens that Mauricio Pochettino is looking through right now.
My thing with Christian was we've all been there as players, attacking players who are trying to create, who are trying to take more on because the team is struggling or you feel like no one else is doing anything. So I'm the best player. Let me go. But his set pieces were dreadful. His set pieces were so dreadful. And we had 9 corners to 3 against Panama. Think about that. Were we dangerous on any of them?
Well, those are controllables. That like a set piece for me are controllables. Obviously, Arsenal has taken that to a new level this year with Premier League, but they have gotten very good at those. That's something we can control.
Set pieces. I mean,
right.
That's always been our bread and butter as a U.S. men's national team in CONCACAF, especially. It's set pieces. Easy. Okay, we're struggling. Teams are defending. They're fighting like hell. We're doing it, but they've made it difficult. They gave us a corner. We know we're dunking. They gave us a free kick at the top box. We know we're putting it on target. Like, what happened to that? You know what? And I'm looking at the ways that we played throughout the week in these 2 matches. Were we dangerous in different facets of the game, the different phases? Were we dangerous in the counter? You're playing Panama. At times, they're going to throw people forward. When you win the ball, it's go, go, go. That's the only time that they're open is when they're a little bit higher up the field. We got to play into the channel and go and throw numbers forward and take those risks. We didn't do that. And that's just basic football. That's basic. Knowing when you're playing against a defensive team. Okay, we got to hit them on the counter. We got to hit them in transition. Or if we don't do that, set pieces. Okay, they're settled in their blocks. Who's running at them to try and beat them on the dribble, to move defenders out of place, to play 1-2s? The tempo's got to be quick. None of that. Panama was like this. They were
Our
smoking
execution in
cigarettes.
set pieces.
It was
poor.
so easy for them.
Look at you getting to the end of the video. All right. Very proud of you. Now, if you want more average to good content, this is your channel. Go look at other videos, playlists. We have it all figured out. For more of the good stuff, then you got to make sure you hit like on this video, hit subscribe so you don't miss anything, and then turn on your notifications so you know when we're going live or if anything drops right when it comes out. We'd really appreciate it. See you next time.